Hi everybody, this is Rick Rogers from Doomsday Models. Don't think too much into the title. That's just a little clever thing of we're living in some difficult times and who knows how long we have. So what's the game? Build as many models as you can until that arrives. Okay, so my name is Rick, and this is really just an intro. I've been back in the hobby about 5 years. Did it in my teenage years and stuff. And the glues they had back then, I don't know if you remember, some of us older guys, in the tube, stringy and stuff like that. Now they have those great thin glues on a brush and everything's perfect. Airbrushes are nice and easy, non-intimidating. So it's just a great time to get back in the hobby if you've missed it and afraid to get back into it. I would encourage you to chase that inner child of yours and tiptoe, because you never know, because you might do your first model, get really frustrated and throw it in the trash. I mean, it hasn't happened to me yet, but things happen. So I would just start with one model, maybe your favorite subject. I do armor. Just a bit of advice, you might start with armor if you don't really prefer it, because it's probably, in my opinion, something you can do and make little mistakes at it and still make a good model you'd be proud to put on your shelf. And that's what I've been doing since I started getting back in the hobby. So this is more of an intro. I will be doing my first subject pretty soon, my second video. It'll be probably titled something like "When Not to Try to Improve a Model That Just Is Not Worthy of It." And this is going to be a 1976 model of something that nobody builds in 148, which is my favorite scale. The IS-3. Aurora is the only one that makes it that I'm aware of, and it is a toy. So I'll show you in my next video what I was able to accomplish. An IS-3, I don't know, but I've made enough improvements right. I'll put it on my shelf and be proud of it. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope I make some interesting videos for you and encourage you to keep moving. You get past that first model and you really enjoyed it, just keep pushing. If you have an addictive personality, watch out. Just maybe try to keep your stash to about 20 or less. That'll keep some peace in your household, if you know what I mean. But it's too late for me. So anyway, all right, I'm going to cut it here, and I will see you in the second video. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. These are something new I've done. These are all current projects. I have 1, 6, 7 completed tanks. All I do is armor. What I've done is, I don't know if you guys ever shop at Costco, but they come in these nice plastic containers. I save them, wash them out, and then what I do is I put the model inside the box with a paper towel at the bottom. Just try to keep dust off of things. That's all I'm trying to do. And then I just kind of stack them up. I'm kind of stuck. I've kind of switched to lacquer paints, which are, if you work with lacquer paints, they're pretty stinky. So I've been banished to the garage for that. I have the airbrush out there, so I have to either do it late at night or I have to do it in the morning. California's not too bad. I know, major wah. We got good weather here. But this is my side of the bench. We are upstairs now. I have a nice picture window and has some good light. This is the bench where everything gets done. And this is a kind of a side bench I have going on where I do my setup. I use a letter sorter from, I don't know where I got these, Target, Office Depot. This is two different models actually, came both in the same box. I have my painting stuff here, my oil paints. Down below I got a fan that I use because I get hot. Large tray to take my stuff downstairs so I can spray paint outside. And then I have in a cigar box. Let me take one of these out for you. I don't know if you guys will think this is cool or not, but I've put my 5 airbrushes in different cigar boxes. And I think the Rocky Patel ones are the perfect size for what we do, and it seems to work just fine. And that's what I do. I put these below. Gonna have to learn editing at some point on this. This is my first video. Hopefully I'll do something that's interesting enough for you guys. I found these two little cases. Lodi, California has a street fair twice a year, and they sell these things. They were in really bad shape. They were worn and stuff, and I found some military grade spray paint I found on eBay. And these are great, especially if you're in armor modeling. Sorting parts as you go, taking them off the sprue, and then going back and sanding out all the residue that comes from the sprue and sanding down stuff. So that's, I got 4 of those that have a 6-part, very, very helpful. And then 2 3-part partitions in these drawers. And then there's a couple big drawers. I've yet to put stuff in it that I need for this one, but it's okay. Time will tell. Got wire and stuff that I need from time to time. Different strength glasses for the stuff I do. And of course, a lot of you guys have these magnifier visor sets. So it just depends what I'm in the mood to do. Sometimes the visor thing makes my head too sweaty, so I just do it accordingly. Got the 2 lamps, and then I got one back here and finding I really don't need, but I have it there because I know where else to put it at the moment. And let's see. If you guys ever seen an A10 Warthog, these are souvenir from the shells. They cut them off and sell them decoratively. I've just put these together, and all I put caps on them for, these are from spices and stuff, is just keep the dust off them, so when you use them it doesn't ruin your work and such. And then I have the long ones, and I just have this loose again just to keep the dust off, keep it like that. And then let's see, 3 different kinds of toothpicks, sanding sticks, and I have this generally. This is pretty much for all my different decals. And some of the metal track sets. Sometimes I get bored building models and I want to build a set of metal tracks, and I just break away and do that. And I have some in the wings ready to go. I haven't showed you this already. This is my stash of models. Probably a modest size to some of you ladies and gentlemen that have really big collections. I'm just trying to build these before I die. And none of us knows what kind of time we got left. So anyway, these are all the metal sets, metal track sets that I built. I mainly deal on 1/48 armor, and so I try to get metal track sets that are, of course, limited for that scale. So the 3 sets you see over here are 1/35 because I really like them, and I don't think 1/48 is ever going to get into them, neither the metal tracks. So I just have 3 1/35 scaled kits just because I like them. So anyway, I'm going to be slowly starting this channel. These are in metal bins. Hobby Lobby is sometimes my best friend. I put all kinds of things. Kind of buy some stuff in bulk. Sometimes I probably won't need it for years, but with the supply problems we're having with our food and everything else, I just wanted to get ahead of it, make sure I had something to do in case, you know, whatever, we get sidelined in our houses again. So anyway, hoping life is going to stay somewhat normal. This is what I do. I am retired at younger age for some people, 57. But anyway, this is something I really enjoy doing. As I get more advice and some camera equipment possibly, this will get better and better hopefully, and you'll enjoy these videos. So anyway, I'm going to keep this one short because I just want to introduce myself and show you what stuff I do, how I get organized, and then at some point I'll do some build videos that'll interest anybody out there. I know there's a lot of build videos out there, so I think that's why I want to start with just stuff I have. If it's anything that looks good to you, maybe you want to do something like it or exactly like it. Totally up to you, of course. But anything that keeps the dust off the models that are in limbo, I think is a good way to go. And doing them like this, you can stack them. And like I said, I'm only doing that because of the heat right now. As it gets cooler, October, November, I'll be heading out the garage and finishing these. But okay, I'm going to sign out at this point. And if you have any questions down below, I'll be glad to answer them as best I can. About 4 years back into building models, and I'm just having a great time. I don't think I'd be in this if there wasn't liquid glue, liquid cement, airbrushes, metal tracks, metal barrels, just stuff that interests me, because back when I was a kid, some of the stuff just did not, it was a chore hand painting with a brush. And some of you guys make things hand paint with a brush look spectacular. I don't know how you do it, but I applaud you. But I only could do airbrush. This is, without a doubt, my favorite glue just because of the brush. I'm going to take it off hopefully here in one hand. Okay. And if you're not familiar with this glue, this longer brush really reaches areas that are very helpful. And to keep them secure on my bench, I know some of you guys, and I have one of them, holds your glue so it doesn't tip over and go all over your nice clean bench. I also use temporary tack, just a lump of it, go like that, and then you can, with one hand, get in and out of it because it'll stay in place. I use caps for water jugs to put glues in and stuff like that. They get too much in there, I just throw them out. Anyway, I said I was going to say goodbye, and I kept meandering, so I apologize. I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this first very amateurish video, and we'll see you next time.